Hi everyone, I'm Ana Karina, and along with Sage and Emma, we are presenting our project, Navigating the Global Local Paradox in the US and Mexico. We decided to focus on Netflix because it's a global leader, meaning it uses one global infrastructure but has to adapt its messaging for every country. The big question we are answering today is, how can a massive company stay consistent worldwide while still feeling local to people in different cultures? We noticed that what works in the US doesn't always translate to Mexico. Over the next minutes, we will explain this cultural tension, look at the data between these two markets, and propose a visual solution that uses the power of social media edits to bridge that gap. Okay, let's talk about the real challenge. Netflix operates as a global platform, but culture completely reshapes how we interpret their ads. In the US, the strategy is very individualistic. It's built on data-driven algorithms that focus on efficiency and niche discovery. It's basically a robot telling you what you specifically might like so you can watch it alone on your laptop.
But in Mexico, this logic often fails. Why? Because the Mexican market is high context and communal. For us, media isn't just a solo activity, it's a tool for social connection and national identity. We don't just want a recommendation, we want emotional resonance that an algorithm simply can't calculate. The problem is that Netflix is currently trying to use a logic-based USA model in a feeling-based Mexican market, and that creates a massive disconnect.
So, if we look at the numbers, the difference is clear. The US is a mature market with over 66 million subscribers and high revenue per user. Engagement there is driven by speed and self-expression. It's very ironic and meme-heavy. People in the US value their solitary watch lists. Now look at Mexico. It's a fast-growing market with nearly 14 million subscribers. But here, a strategy has to be different. It's about national storytelling and using local slang to feel like a friend. Engagement in Mexico is driven by shared social experiences and emotional resonance. If Netflix treats a Mexican viewer like a US viewer, they lose that national spark that makes us care about the content in the first place.
To understand this deeper, we use Marieke de Moy's theory of cultural paradoxes. She explains that global brands must reconcile universal availability with local interpretation. We are looking at two specific dimensions: individualism versus collectivism, and high context versus low context communication. In the US, which is low context, ads are explicit and full of information. But Mexico is high context, meaning the feeling and the environment of the ad matter more than the text. Our research design includes social listening. We are looking at Instagram and YouTube trailers in both countries to see how Netflix changes its voice. We want to see if they are actually using sentimental storytelling in Mexico or just translating US ads.
So, what is the solution to this paradox? We propose developing universal visuals that transcend these cultural barriers. Instead of relying only on traditional 2-minute trailers, which only feel like long, formal advertisements, we should focus on edits. These are short, fun-style video montages that are already taking over platforms like TikTok and Reels.
Go out there and make them remember you.
Welcome to the second quarter cloud.
We're not animals to kill for their entertainment.
And if we can stop the games, we can stop the capital too.
What are you doing?
Coffee, almond cherry.
Get in! These are Fred and Steve's Trick or treat!
Your hair? You have cancer?
Hey, stickheads.
Now!
But we're not kids anymore. I mean, what did you think, really? Play games for the rest of our lives?
Let's do it. No todo ha salido como hubiéramos querido. Estamos todos. Pero... bueno, algo hemos conseguido.
Why are these edits the answer? It comes down to three things. Number 1. Emotional rhythm storytelling. These edits use music and fast rhythm cutting to create a vibe, rather than just a plot summary. Because they don't rely on long translated dialogue. They bypass language barriers entirely. An edit of a show like Wednesday or Lucifer feels just as exciting in Mexico City as it does in New York.
Number 2. Gen Z and Alpha engagement. This is the native language of the new generation. Gen Z doesn't want to be sold a show. They want to feel the energy of it. By adopting this fan-made style, Netflix stops looking like a corporate giant and starts looking like a part of the community.
Number 3. Solving the paradox. This is the most important part. By using these synchronized global campaigns, Netflix can maintain one cohesive brand identity. It creates a win-win situation. The fast-paced, cool aesthetic satisfies the solitary US viewer, who wants something meme-heavy and edgy. At the same time, the high emotional intensity satisfies the Mexican viewer, who is looking for shared social connection and deep sentiment. So, instead of making two different ads for two different countries, Netflix can use one universal visual that speaks to the human heart in both places. This moves the brand away from being a cold, data-driven algorithm and transforms into a global storyteller that actually understands its audience.
To wrap everything up, our research into Netflix's global local paradox shows us that being a global leader isn't just about having the best technology or the most data. It's about understanding that culture fundamentally changes how people feel about a brand. While the US market continues to value speed and individual choice, the Mexican market remains deeply rooted in collective identity and emotional storytelling. By shifting the strategy toward universal visuals and fan-made style edits, Netflix can stop trying to force the US logical model into a Mexican emotional context.
These edits aren't just a social media trend. They are a new form of cinematic language that bridges the gap between different worlds. They allow a brand to stay consistent globally while feeling deeply personal locally. As we move forward, the brands that win won't be the ones with the best algorithms, but the ones that master this kind of cultural translation. We base our analysis on the frameworks of Marie Demoji and recent studies on transnational business to prove that emotion is the ultimate universal language.
Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it and we hope you enjoy it.